This is the 55th video of the wargaming of the Battle of Gettysburg. I am playing the Union, and the game's artificial intelligence is playing the Confederates. It is July 2nd, 1863, 7:40 p.m., turn 95 out of 156. And it's dusk, which means the visibility is only 2 hexes, which means I can only see enemy units 2 hexes away from my own units. And it's the same thing for AI. Now, as you know from previous videos, I am finishing out this game on the 58-inch television set I recently bought, and that's a 4K television. I previously was using a 43-inch 4K monitor, but for this game I had to set the monitor down to 720p. These are older games, and they can't configure with 4K. So what happens is the units get blurry, whereas on 720p they're a lot sharper. So I bought 4 new games just yesterday. I really like this series, Civil War and Napoleonic games, but they have World War II, and I have several of those. But I'm running those on the monitor I previously used here, which is a 43-inch 4K, and I set that monitor down to 720. And I tried running it on Windows 7, but it looked like this. And that's because the graphics card wasn't as good as it needed to be for this game. Since then, I've put it on my laptop, which is a gaming laptop, and the graphics card isn't as good as the one I'm running on the 58-inch TV. That's a 3080. Intel 3080, but it's a lot better than the Hewlett-Packard one. So it runs these games just fine. The problem with this one, I can't transfer it over because it saves it. It's kind of embedded in the operating system, and you can't just copy it off. So all the other ones I'll start up on the new system, but I have to finish this one up here. So that's why it's going to look fuzzy, and I have to go in this mode to move, because you can see when I put it in the other mode, it's really fuzzy. Sometimes you can see it okay, but sometimes you can't. So this is a lot clearer, so I guess we'll stay here. So, having gotten that out of the way, let me stretch this timer out here so I can see it. You have to actually move the timer, the recorder here, so it stays up. Got to physically move it a couple inches. And okay, so we got that out of the way. Let's change the view, take off objectives, and put up map elevations. Okay, let's see if I have any more movement. We're going to have some action here, because I know what that dirty weasel would be doing, and he'd be sneaking up on me in dusk, and probably in the dark, and setting up his artillery 2 hexes away, so I couldn't see it. And then come daylight, he would just like blast away. Well, I gave him a little surprise by unexpectedly, I'm sure, coming out after him, and you can see he has 3 units up here. And he might be all artillery. We'll see, but he might have some infantry. But whatever he has, it's going to get hurt. I'm going to put the hurt on him. And deservedly so. Okay, what do we got here? We've got these units coming down Rock Creek. And the Baltimore Pike. Now, I've got the 2nd Corps deployed along this area. I guess you can probably see where the cursor is. I have the 1st Corps here. I have the 11th Corps here. I have the 2nd Corps here. Then I have the 5th Corps in reserve on the right flank. And I have the 3rd Corps basically in reserve in the left flank, although it's more in the center. So I'm going to put the 6th Corps, now that I think about it, I'm going to put it more in the center. And here's the clump of trees where Pickett's charge was directed. So I'm actually going to bring it up there. So we're going to go through Powers Hill, up the road here, and we're going to put it into this area from Ziegler's Grove down, so I can cover the middle, because I'm sure a lot of his activity now is going to be against the 1st Corps. So, that being said, I think we moved already. No, we've moved these guys. And this is 6th Corps. No, don't tell me this road ends in the woods. It does, God damn it. It ends right there. Jesus, what a battlefield. Mamma mia. Yep, that trail ends there, and it ends here. Shit. There's no way across, even up here. The only way across is north of my lines, which is no good. How are these guys going to get across? Christ, they got to go up a ridge here if they go down through here. And across the stream. That's going to take for friggin' ever. Oh, here we go. This is clear up here. Oh, wait. Why do these guys face this way? Okay, where are these guys coming in? They're coming in down from down here. Oh, mama. Okay, this is the end of my line. Well, where the hell? Oh, I see. Oh, here we are. So we're coming down this road. So the problem is not by these units coming down the Baltimore Pike. It's these units. Shit. Well, here's a road across, down, and to the Pike. How many more units? Oh shit, a shitload. A lot of units coming up that Pike. Well, I guess I have to backtrack a bit. I sure don't want. Yeah, I'm not going to go traipsing through the woods and across the streams. So we're going to bring these guys across. Connects with the Taneytown Road. And I think deploy them up the road and in this area and in maybe the Cemetery Hill area. So here's a question mark. We have somebody here, unidentified. Okay. Okay, so let's bring these guys up. 64 men. And it's Hancock. He belongs down here. Oh, I'm going to shut off that sound, otherwise it's going to be dinging all the time. It's just the computer sound, so it'll still record the sound. Okay, there's Hancock back with his men. Okay. See, everything's kind of fuzzy. Alright, so here's the artillery. Ah, shit, that's moved. Okay, oh, that's right, these guys haven't moved. So, these guys have to... Oh, have these guys moved? No, they haven't. Good. Okay, let's switch back to this. Makes it a lot easier to move. So I wish the figures were clearer. I like to use those, but they're too fuzzy with this TV. See, the problem is this gaming company has been in business for a while, and none of their product is 4K compatible. I don't even know if it's 1080 compatible. It's 720 compatible. So on a monitor, you can set the monitor down to, I think, 480 or 420, whatever it is. So you have about 12 different settings. But on a TV, especially a 4K, you have one setting, 4K. So now, games I play off Steam, like, what are the damn things? Warplan and Warplan Pacific, they are perfect on this 58-inch monitor. Just perfect. But they were designed for 4K. These were not. And I doubt if these guys are going to redesign their games for 4K. There's probably no money in it. How many people even have a 4K monitor for their computer? And you can use a 4K television set, but like I said, on any of the older games, you're going to have problems. On newer games, it works just fine. Anything new coming out, like on Steam, all of the new games are configured for 4K, so it makes it wonderful. But I really like these games. These are online board games. Worked for the old board gamers. I mean, I was there when... in the golden age of wargaming, when you had SPI and Avalon Hill and GDW, They developed all those great early war games. In fact, the first war game I bought at Chicago's Science and Industry, my cousin Dan, who's deceased now, pointed out this game called Tactics 2. I thought, oh, that looks interesting, so I'll buy it. And that was the start of wargaming for me. Tactics 2. And my cousin got into it, and I moved to California, then he moved to California, and he went into the naval, World War II and World War I naval. I went into ground combat. But it was very interesting in those days. I lived in L.A. and then Long Beach. Big wargaming community there, huge. We had the conventions. We used to play War in Europe at the conventions. We'd set it up on must be about 15 tables. Orcon, it's the Orange County convention, they called it Orcon. I think it was a couple times a year. It was a big deal. You know, we stayed in a hotel and you just wargamed all the time. For the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those were the days. I don't even know if they have wargaming conventions anymore. It's probably all monsters and crap, D&D. But in those days, there was no D&D conventions. There was board gaming, wargaming. Am I going nuts? What was I looking at here? Because these guys have a... Oh, was I looking at these guys? Yeah. What the hell? I must be going nuts. See, with these new counters, it's hard to see. They don't have enough detail on them so you can tell what they actually are. But these guys are 12th core, so they're part of the line. I don't have to move them. I was thinking, oh, I have to move them over here and around here. They're not 6th core. They're 12th core, so they're in line. These guys are actually I remember this, they're in reserve down this road. But these guys, 6th core, they have a clear road. Or path, whatever the damn thing is. So, I don't know. I must be going cuckoo here. Oops. Is that right? They have a clear path? Shit. God damn it. No, they don't. The trail ends. Shit. Can't use that road. These numbnuts. Why do they build a road like that? It goes to the stream. They can't even build a friggin' bridge across a stream. I mean, what kind of transportation system is that? So you got a wagon. What the hell do you do? Those streams are rocky a lot of times. You're not going to ride a wagon over there. What'd you do? Come up on the other side with a wagon and unload the wagon, haul it across the stream? I mean, Christ, what kind of society is that? Well, I shouldn't talk. They have a lot of them nowadays, just like that. Okay, we got to go on this road anyway. All right, fine. Well, I shouldn't have moved this guy. But he's only 80 men. One hardship after another. Yeah, so we got to backtrack here. This is how you learn the game. So next time I won't make the same mistake. Move the supply wagon out. These guys now will move in this direction. Well, I guess I won't really lose much movement because these guys will be stationary for another turn and this guy will move right back to connect with them. So I got lucky on that one. Is that it? Yep, that's the 6th Corps. Now we got the cavalry. Okay. We'll face the dismounted guy here. Dismounted, good. Face the unlimbered guns. These are going to be, let's see, do I have the cavalry on top? I do. I seem to recall, and this makes perfect sense, if I had the cavalry stacked above the guns, and in fact, they'd be stacked in front of the guns, and therefore they would inhibit the guns from firing. And every once in a while, I'd notice, oh, my artillery can't fire. I wonder why. That was why. So you have to make sure that the cavalry is stacked underneath the guns. So I'll turn this guy around and stack him on the bottom. Oh, I've got these guns over here. Actually, while I can, might as well move him over here and unlimber him. Because if he's going to come across this area, this is where he's going to come across, so we'll have a little surprise for him. And I'll dismount these mounted guys. They're actually facing in the right direction. And I think I'll dismount this guy. So what I want to do is form a line to protect this road. So if he comes sneaking across, which I suspect he might, and we'll be ready for the bastard. Oh. Turn this guy around and dismount him. This guy's disrupted, so he can march down this road. He's like a ruptured duck. Oh, look at this. We've got another battery here. Well, we'll just line them up. Why not? Anything comes in range to try to sneak around them, boom, get hit right in the face. Some cannonballs. Okay, we'll Dismount this guy and turn him. Okay, so we got a nice line here. This guy's disrupted. So we'll bring him down, put him in. There goes the furnace. Put him in back. Meanwhile, let's throw another guy up here. Now see, the good thing at night, if you come up against cavalry, you have to come up right next to them to shoot at them. And guess what? They got those carbines. So they are going to shred you beyond belief. 2 or 3 hexes away, they aren't very effective, but right up close, yes they are. And then the last guy I'll deploy is right here in this gap, in case he tries to sneak through here. I should put one guy on this road. No more movement. Okay, now we'll continue with the rest of this down the road here. And I'll hold the cavalry in readiness if anything happens. I'll be ready to move them. We got some pretty cold weather today with the wind chill. It's going to be down in the teens. So I am not going outside. In fact, I'm not going outside this entire week. I did all my grocery shopping, and you don't want to try to go in the store on Christmas week. I don't know about this year. Maybe it won't be that bad because no one has any money. But I remember in previous years when you went out there, it was just nuts. Especially since they used to just have their sales a couple days before Christmas, but now it's a couple weeks before Christmas. I used to be in retail for a couple years, and people were just nuts that did Christmas shopping in those days, and this was a while ago. I used to wait outside at 4 in the morning, and here it's pretty damn cold before the sun comes up, and I used to wait there, and then they'd be beating on the door 1 minute before the store opened. And then when the store opened, they ran in like a herd of cattle. Jesus. They're like possessed. For all those shitty bargains, and they were all rip-offs. Because it was some shitty thing that we never carried and never would, except for those few days around Christmas. It was usually a piece of shit. And it was marked down because of that, but people didn't care. You know, it was a $10 DVD. It's like, this is all I have to move. They would bust down the door for it, and then the piece of shit would last 3 weeks, and then it would break, and then they were coming back. Oh, look what happened. There's nowhere you could repair them. Well, you couldn't make any money repairing one of those crap balls. So basically, you just had to throw it away. So they bought a $10 DVD for 3 weeks. Great, great bargain there. That's all we had on sale. I was in electronics then. We just had, it just crap. It was stuff they couldn't sell. It's the same now. If you look at a lot of the sales, not all of them, but most of them, it's just crap. Oh, Kilpatrick and Farnsworth. I think both those guys were killed before the end of the war. And I do believe that's it. Oh, how'd this guy get left behind? See, you always want to scan the field for something like that. Sure enough, you'll forget something. Just want to make sure I got everybody here. I think I did. Let's see if we got any reinforcements. I don't think there's any more to get. But you never can tell. Just when I say that, another division will pop up. Alright, we're good. Now, the only place we're going to have some action is right there. Let's blow that up and see what we got. We got to be 2 hexes away to fire, so he'll get first shot. Oh, we got infantry there. Okay. Oh, 34 men. Okay, he's getting me. But I'll get him. Ah, Jesus, guy's only 19 men. Holy shit. This guy, I don't think he can... how come I cannot fire? Oh, I'm in column. Well, column's better for a melee, but unfortunately... it means I can't fire. I'll shoot there, 10 men. 18. 2. It's not very good. Shit, I can't melee that artillery, I don't think. I don't think I'm pointed the right way. Union melee. Okay, let's see if I can. Bet not. Nope. 19 men are gonna have to... Can they even do it? Can melee. Damn. Oh, I can melee with this guy. Oh, that's wonderful. Boom! And the artillery is gone. I got 2 casualties. He got 52. Well, there's his hopes for artillery. I'm not going to melee this guy. That's dangerous business when you try to melee a Confederate brigade because they're pretty damn big. But I got that artillery. That's what counted. Okay, next phase. Oh, visibility 1 hex. That means right next to you. Let's see those 2 guys. Oh shit, it's night. Which means I'm going to get fatigued when I move. Wow, he's moving a bunch of stuff. It's all going to get 50-50 fatigue. 50 to move and 50 to fire. Oh, look at that. I mean, I would have just moved back in the woods, but hey, I can't fire at him, so he gets free fire. Yeah. I'm not gonna fire. I'll get enough fatigue out of this. He'll fire. See? 9. Okay, Union movement. Now the only thing I'm gonna move is these guys back. Okay, these 3 guns, they're just 3 batteries there. There's 3 batteries there. 3 batteries there. 3 batteries there. Okay, so ooh, 3 batteries there. So we just move straight back. And we pick up a little fatigue, but we'll probably recover at night pretty quick. Oh, we got these 2 generals here. We don't need them here anymore. Christ, we have 3 of them there. Oh, they were rallying that guy. That's right. We've still got a unit there. We've got 3 more to get it. Oh, shit. Well, these guys are disrupted. Oh, because this is the price you pay when you mix cavalry with infantry. You always get disrupted. They would have got disrupted anyway, so we've got to leave a lane for them. So we're going to move this guy out so we can move. Oh, shit. He got disrupted. Why is that? Is his stack too big? Maybe. Well, he'll get time to recover, I suppose. What have we got in here? Okay, this guy's disrupted. Good. He got back. And this cavalry, we're going to leave right there. He's only 9 men. So we'll see if he comes out against my line. Now these captured guns, I'm going to spike. Yeah, so they won't be able to use them again. And we used up some of our movement doing that, but that's okay. This guy's disrupted anyway. Let's see if he can move back. I hope so. Okay. Now let's see if anything else has popped up. Nope. These are going to be quick turns because the only thing I'm moving is to get out of the way of these guys. I'm going to turn this guy around. All right. Now, these are going to be hourly turns. It's 8 p.m. now. And I think the Confederates start out the turn. So, let's go to next. Oh, defensive fire. He can only fire. We can only now fire at units adjacent to us. Offensive fire. And that artillery, it should be removed. It's spiked. Nobody's going to unspike artillery on the battlefield. You probably need heavy machinery to do that. What they do is they pound in a wedge, like a triangle wedge, into the touch port of the gun. And if you really pound that in, there's no way you can get that out on a battlefield. You have to have some heavy machinery to pull it out or twist it out or something. You're never going to be able to pull it out with manual force. So those guns are useless. You might as well take them off the map, but it's another glitch in the game. They leave them on the map. They shouldn't do that. Just garbage. And it misleads you because if you forget about it, you say, oh, look, there's a live battery that's deployed. Okay, so I don't have any fire. Just to take a quick look around. See, on this jump map, I can tell if there's any units next to me because they'd be in red. So we'll go on. Melee, nope. We have to go on to all the steps. Confederate movement. Okay, now we'll see if he moves on me. Yeah, it turns into question marks because I can't see him anymore. Actually, seems to me they should disappear, but maybe they do that next time. They turn into a question mark, then they disappear. Because I have no line of sight on them at all. Oh, what the hell's he doing? He must be moving stuff. Yep. Boy, that's heavy duty, dangerous. Let me just see if he moved into my line of sight anywhere. Nope. So on to the next phase. Confederate offensive fire. Confederate melee. Union movement. Yeah, I do have a couple things to move. These two guys are disrupted. Oh, I know what I'm going to do with them. I'll move them down this way. If you're disrupted, you can't get double disrupted. So, you're free to move at night, disrupted units. And that might be a strategy. You move disrupted units, and then if you sit there for 3 or 4 turns with an officer, you'll recover. So you can go like 2 hexes away and set up your line and recover before dawn. Okay, that's all my movement's going to be. Union fire? No. Union melee? No. Confederate movement? Yep, it's 10 o'clock now at night. I don't know if we'll get through night or not. Look, he's moving stuff. Very interesting. It's going to have a lot of tired people. Oh, he moved a leader on those guns. Looks like. Why did he do that? So the leader can't crew a gun. I should go capture that bastard. defensive fire now. Confederate offensive fire. Confederate melee? No. Union movement. Should I go get that guy? Got 9 men and they're disrupted. Captured them. Well, I might get blasted by these guys, but c'est la vie. Get these disrupted guys out of here. And we'll, as soon as we get down here, then we'll rest. Okay, let's see if he came up on me anywhere. Nope. Confederate defensive fire. Oh yeah, he shot at me. 3. It's almost worth it to have him shoot at me because he gets... I only got 9 men there. Oh, 6 now. And each time he fires, he gets 50 fatigue points. Okay, Union offensive fire. No, I'm not going to fire. Next. Union melee. Nope. Confederate movement. Okay. See, you can't tell how weak I am. You can't get a readout of, even when you're next to a unit, of how strong he is. If they only knew he was 6 men strong, they'd melee him for sure. But they don't know. For all they know, he could be 300 strong. Which would be kind of ridiculous, even at night. You're going to spread 6 guys out to simulate their 300? Oh, no. Well, let me survive this. We'll see. It's going to shoot at me again. Oh, he wiped me out. I had high hopes. Okay. Well, that was my scout, so... Union movement. Well, it's now 11 p.m. Oh, boo-hoo, he's gone. Gone with the wind. Okay. One more. I can't go one more. That's all I can go. Okay, one more turn and they'll be able to start resting. Confederate fire. Union fire. Union melee. Nope, nope, nope. Confederate movement. 12 midnight. I should check if we get any units. Some straggler cavalry might be coming in. I don't know. He is doing stuff. We'll wait. We'll wait for him. He has to come up right next to me, so I'll get first shot. In fact, I'll get 2 shots before he can fire any. Because I'll get a defensive fire shot. He'll move next to me, then I get a defensive fire shot. And he, since he moved, unless he's moving horse artillery, he won't be able to deploy his artillery. So then he'll move, deploy his artillery. Then I'll get another shot at defensive fire shots. I'll get 2 shots on him. I can probably disorder him by then, but we'll see. Union defensive fire. Okay. Nobody spotted. have to keep my sights on this area. That's the hot spot, I think. Okay, Confederate offensive fire, no. Confederate melee, no. Union movement, okay. Where the hell am I now? Okay, we'll get these guys out of the way. Ah, shit. One more turn. Confederate defensive fire. Union offensive fire. Union melee. Confederate movement. Okay. Am I going to see anything? Boom, 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 boom. It's like Jaws. I know he's doing something. Let me see if I can send out a skirmisher next turn. I don't like to do that in Civil War games because skirmishers consist of too many men. It's like over 100 men or more. It's almost like you send out a unit. But I'll bet a skirmisher doesn't get disordered. I'll try it. Okay, who have I got in good order here? This guy's in good order. This guy's disrupted. Well, look at all these generals here. Who's he with? Stone. Jesus, what a coinky dink. There's Stone. And this guy should go underneath the guns, which he will. This is Meredith, and what a coinky dink. There's Meredith. And Jesus, this guy's 96 guys. And this guy's 60. Christ. We gotta swap these guys out. I'm not gonna move them around at night. We definitely have to swap those guys out. Okay, this guy will go on the bottom. These guys are gonna pick up. Oh shit, Meredith again. Didn't I have Reynolds around here? Oh yeah, there it is. And Wadsworth. Two guys that can help him get his guts back. And we'll put this guy. Oop. Shit. We'll put this guy on the bottom. So you can always tell if your artillery isn't on top and you have artillery in that hex, that means there's somebody set up in front of it, which you don't really want. Oh, finally. Finally, we can leave these guys have some rest. Okay, they're set up now. I can leave them alone. No. They'll get their sleep. Alright, let's see. Anybody pop up next to me? Nope. For the heck of it, let's see if I got any units. No, I don't think I will get any. So let's go on to the next phase. It's 1 a.m. now. No defensive fire, no offensive fire. Union melee, nope. Confederate movement. is moving stuff. Or it is moving stuff. Keep saying he, but it's a machine. It's an it. Or maybe it has a gender. I don't know if that's the gender police. Maybe you can't call it now. Okay, let's see if he's popped up next to me anywhere. Nope. I'm sure he's aligning himself up in front of me. Oh shit, I was gonna try a skirmisher. Oh, here we go. Now I can. Oh, let's see. Oh shit, he doesn't even have a unit under him. I'm gonna see if I can put this guy there. Yeah. I'll put him underneath. Got to remember that guy's in columns. As soon as daylight happens, I got to change him. Okay, this guy's in line. See if I can generate a skirmisher. Shit! It turned the whole unit into skirmishers. Fucking worthless. And I got 50 fatigue points for it. Well, I'm not doing that again. You imagine that? So you want some skirmishers to go out, and the whole damn unit, 317 men, turn into skirmishers. Christ. That's ridiculous. I think skirmishers were like a company, 100 men. Weren't 300, for God's sake. Guess that's why I don't do skirmishers. Okay. Let's go on to the next phase. Confederate defensive fire. Union offensive. Union melee, nope. Confederate movement. Yeah, a couple more phases and we'll end the game. It's 58 minutes, so that's, I like to end it at an hour. Look at that wheel spin, and I got no idea. I do have an idea. I think it's opposite the First Corps. He's massing troops. He's moving a lot of shit. The way that spins. Okay, Union defensive phase. Can I see anything? No. Confederate offensive. Confederate melee. Union movement. Okay, and that's where I'll end it. So we will save the game and end it there.